This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Man United we're talking about.
This is Manchester 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 United we're talking about.
Oh, this is Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Manchester United we're talking about. Manchester United we're talking about here.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
I mean, this is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Man United we're talking about. It's Man United we're talking about. It is Man United we're talking about. It's Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Man United we're talking about. This is Man United we're talking about.
It's Manchester United we're talking about.
We're talking about Manchester United.
This is Manchester United we're talking about. Big up everyone that's joined in. Everyone, make sure you go and thank Alice. You know, she's family, so, you know, it's all good in the hood for obviously helping out when possible. Anywho, little bit of news, time to get giddy. No, not really. We got this Palhinha stuff, which is interesting in my view as well. I think panic stations are all a go at the moment within the United fan base, and I think it's because of that man called Mbeumo, which there's a little bit of an update. You might have saw on Alice's channel, but I've got my own little update myself. So, love for that. Also, on top of that, Onana. Oh my God. He might be gone. He might actually go. All it takes is one simple conversation. Leave Manchester United, you can go. That's it. That's it. I'm hoping for him. So yeah, man. Hopefully he does get gone. What else have we got? We got also the Sancho and Antony stuff, which I can't really make my mind up about. It's kind of getting on my nerves. Wish you can.
No, I said to you on your channel.
Yeah. What you lot saying as well? I don't know about here we go. Irfane, is that you say your name? Irfane. Big up yourself. Big up Dan. He says, by the way, no way Ineos are buying a 30-year-old Palhinha. That's actually quite relevant because we always talk about what Amorim wants. It's kind of the opposite slightly, but it might be a stopgap, you know. Big up Israel in the building. Big up Spurs talk show. No, you're looking at Semenyo, mate. Big up Q Chills as well. We've got Andre. Is Manchester United we're talking about? Yeah, the intro. I need to really and truly. I need to get that noise, to extract it, and get it put on something completely different. United. I want Osimhen and Bumo, Emi Martinez, Palhinha, Thomas Partey. Wow, you just want you want to play Ultimate Team. I hear it. I mean, we can all do that as well. Many of you also in the building. Neymar as well. We got Yusuf. Love. Anyway, let's get into the show. Let's talk about Palhinha, because I don't see how that works as a combination. And it's kind of, for me, it slightly smells like a step, like not even a step forward. It just feels like it's a little bit stalemate, if that makes sense. You know, you go from Casemiro, who's got a little bit older, and, you know, credit to him, he displaced Agate last year, at the end of the last year. Agate gets hooked every single flipping. He doesn't even start sometimes. And if he does start, he gets hooked to like the 55th, 60th minute. He's the first one off the pitch. And if you're a central midfielder and you're the first one off the pitch, it does, you know, with the whole reports coming out about, I think it was from Ben Jacobs, what don't make sense to me is that Man United have faith in Agate and Amorim or whoever it may be. And I'm not saying that's like not true, but if you go off the base evidence of over the course of the season, I don't know how true that really is. I don't see that as faith. You know, like there was a lack. Even when you put Agate and Bruno together, it didn't exactly work. And a lot of the time, I do blame is probably because of the up front. I always blame the two tens that we had, bar Xerxes, because there was a difference when we played Xerxes. And obviously up front is because they can never hold the ball. And when you can't hold the ball, it's just transition after transition. We get killed. Look, I don't even need to go into last season. We already know the story. So it could be something else if, you know, Bruno and also, let's say, Agate, even though Agate needs to start passing forward a little bit more, they can hold up the ball and it might make their jobs that much easier. If you're a central midfielder, you'd understand the role, obviously, but that's just the way I view it. But getting Palhinha, I wouldn't call him a mad progressive midfielder. He's just more of a clampsman. Imagine like a taller version Obligate, but he's a clamps man and he likes a yellow card. A loan deal sounds great, but it's like if you're going to get him as a loan and not somebody else, then it makes no sense. Does it make sense? He's not like I know he's not a world-class player, but I do like the profile. I like tall DMs, the ones that are just going to clamp a guy, give it to the next best player and let them go do what they have to do. And that's it. So I don't know. I don't think United will look at him. I don't think Ineos will look at him. I think it's just all dead links. But you know that saying, there's no smoke without fire. That's not the only link that we've just had with Palhinha. That's the third one in a space of a week and a little bit. It's an option. If it's a loan option, I hear it. But if it's a loan or with an obligation or something along them lines, it's drastic. I've kind of changed my mind on it. I don't want that to happen when there's someone like Douglas Luiz that's out there that kind of fits that mold much better, way more progressive. Dead ball specialist as well. You could do with more of those in the team. We don't have enough of those. You go look at City's team or Liverpool's team right now. They got much more dead ball specialists in their side. We don't have that. Bruno looks like he's the only capable one, and at the moment, Mbeumo hasn't signed, so he can't exactly put his name in that category yet. And then obviously Cunha as well, who's okay. Well, he's quite decent at corners. So yeah, that's it. I wouldn't opt for Palhinha. It doesn't scream confidence for me when I look at that midfield of Manchester United. That's it for me. Did we just get rated again? Big up Northside, man. Appreciate that. Hope you're well as well, man. Message me, by the way. Be good to hear from you. I could message you back, but what's you and WhatsApp equals disaster. I like Luiz as well. Smart pickup on a loan as well. I mean, I don't know what other teams other than Forest are in for Luiz, but United doing 2 loan deals. I don't see it. I see in a world where, always with Bayern, they're looking at Leao, they're looking at other players. They're going to push for me, I reckon they're going to push for an obligation. Palhinha's already linked back with Fulham, by the way. That's another part. So it could have been agent driven. This whole talk, Palhinha's agents is driving him back to obviously trying to drive back, Palhinha back to the Prem. Man United need a midfielder. But my only thing is it doesn't fit within the Ineos mold, but only one part does. I can't see Ineos going for a 30-year-old. That's my only reservation on this Palhinha stuff. But if I think about it, again, sometimes desperate times equal desperate measures. So is this a desperate measure? Probably not, because it's another 2 months of the window. I do have a feeling, though, Man United will aim for that Hayden Hackney. That's it. I think Hayden Hackney might come through the door because he's cheap and obviously, the whole British core. But it's like you got to bring him with somebody else. So maybe if you can bring a Douglas Luiz and a Hayden Hackney, you're in. Well, for me, you're actually onto something quite decent as a midfield. I'm going to say it now. And I say it every stream, and I don't care what all of you lot say. Yeah. I am a fan of Toby Collyer. I'm a fan of Toby Collyer. If he can stay fit, especially through preseason, and give it all of that, that's it. I think he's our 6/8 in it. I think we can develop him. It's all nice talking about all these other midfielders like Hayden Hackney that we can develop, but I think we can develop him. I wouldn't sell him, and I think United might have actually a problem with the whole homegrown thing as well. You can get all your academy talents you want, but I swear the homegrown quota, the ones that are over the certain age of is it 21? I think it's 21, or you've had 3 years in the something like that. Or is it 22? Like when you deep it, I put out on the I remember putting on WhatsApp about all the the other ones that have been either for 3 years or they've been in academy in England, or they got the homegrown stuff, right? And I was struggling. I was actually struggling. I couldn't work out. I was like, no wonder why United's put Maguire into the side, because obviously the English homegrown. The reason why I've kind of clocked it as well with this Emi Martinez, why United want to get him now as his number one priority, is because he's got homegrown status. It kind of makes sense. Now, United, if they're looking at all these different positions, they got to find players that are got that British core. Because that's what, you know what, when it comes down to United's always had a good British core value of players. And I don't think they want to strive away from that. You look at certain other teams and they barely got an English player in their side, let alone an Irish player, let alone a Scottish player, or Northern Irish or Welsh. We need to get on. For me, it's a bit difficult. It's just a shame that all of the English players that we've got, or you know, British players, shall I say, is that they fucking suck. Mason Mount sucks. Luke Shaw sucks. He should be gulagged anyways. Harry Maguire is not that guy. Let's be real. Toby Collyer gets announced, but I like him. I don't know why you lot don't like him. I'm going to be real. I need you lot to answer me. Why do you not like Toby Collyer? Let me know a game where he was poor under Amorim or any time he got a chance, because I can only name one. And he got thrown in a deep end. And that was against Liverpool. And Ten Hag threw him into that situation. I like, because we always talk about, you know, other players, but it's like, we got players of our own as well, you know. I like Heaven as well, but Heaven, I think obviously he's going to class as the homegrown, but I swear you have to have like 3 years of men's football. I swear, someone let me know in the comments, because every time I play Football Manager and you have to put like 8 or 9 players into the homegrown stuff. That's how I learned, you know. Football Manager is a great way to learn. Oh yeah, if you don't know, I live with a City fan. You probably hear him in the background right now. I've got another channel, and it's a multi-club channel. I run it with a Liverpool fan. I run it with another Man United fan and a Man City fan. Right now, I live with an actual like mank in it. Like I live with a Man City fan. So like the whole background here, you might not be able to see it, but this side's Man City, and this side's Man United. This is just a football ground book. So really and truly, I could cover that up every single time, but it's not actually about Man City. It's about the actual city of Manchester. It's just blue. So that's that. No, I'm not necessarily. I might be in the next 6 months, so soon. I'll take Palhinha. I can't lie. Not gonna lie. Yeah, we need something. Premier League proven's needed, but 30 million with an option, I don't think that bodes well for Ineos. Dude, there's definitely not going to be a obligation. If United sign Palhinha, he's going to want like a 3-year deal, 4-year deal. I don't think United will be prepared for that. And actually, you know what? Let's check his wages as well. If we check his salary profile, he's on 192,000 euros per week. And he's got 40,000 bonuses. Oh my God. We're definitely not signing this guy. Why would this guy leave when he's got money? He would just go on loan for the next 3 to 4 years. He's got a 4-year contract. Are you mental? No, we're not. What? That's like, what's that? 20. That's like 17, isn't it? 17, 16 and a half. Yeah, we're definitely not paying that. Yeah, we're not doing that. Hey, trust me. And I don't know why, Lumen, yeah, I don't know why, yeah, you make like 4 or 5 different profiles, but I know this is one of yours. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It's not happening. He's got family over here. It's never going to happen. Yeah, he's on big money. I mean, a dry loan for the year is good enough. If they're really going to go down this route of Palhinha, then for me, 100 million %, just go do it now. But the fact they're not doing it now kind of just tells me they don't actually want him. This is just all talk. I know, but damn, England looking shy with. Yeah, all right. It's raining. It's raining. It's boiling here. I don't know where. You know what? Before we move on as well from the Palhinha stuff, it's funny how we're gonna be getting all our midfielder options kind of coming through, filtering slowly, right? But where are you lot in the world? Let me know in the comments. Where are you lot in the world? He's not a solution. He's not the solution. 100% not. Because I don't think my thing is with United, yeah, is every single season, and yeah, I know it's different regimes. Like basically, you know, if we look back on Ineos, it's only been here for a season. But if we go back even further, and we're talking about years, with years on years, ever since Paul Scholes, even right, Man United as an institution has never ever focused on the midfield ever. Like we never buy 2-3 midfielders all in one. You know, you see Liverpool do it. We might do it with attackers, and I know we can't do it this season, right? But my thing is why do we never focus on the midfield ever? We haven't replaced Carrick, we never replaced Scholes, and they retired years ago. Years ago. I even saw Rooney got in the midfield. I'd kill to have Rooney in my midfield right now. Crazy, innit? And the old version, by the way, the old version of Rooney. It's stupid. We need 2 midfielders. And I know you can't get everything in one window. But it's like, if you bypass the midfield and go buy a goalkeeper before you go buy a flipping midfielder, you're absolutely out of your damn mind. I'm sorry, look, I know Onana's shit, but our midfield's worse than Onana because it's never balanced. Never have a balanced midfield. And it's like, you know what? You know the whole saying within football, midfield wins you games. I hate it. I actually hate it. Don't get me wrong. There's loads of goalkeepers out there. Loads. Yeah, we linked with quite a few. We got them on the list. Yeah. And I know but that's going to get done. That can get done. I hate Onana. But more than the one thing I hate more than Onana is our midfield options. I'm talking about the 8 and the 6. I don't mind Agate and I don't mind Bruno sometimes, right? But overall, you're like, cool. What if one of them gets injured, yeah? And so much, I know a lot of you don't like Agate, right? But it's like, I like Casemiro in Europe. In Europe. If Bruno gets injured or gets put up, like, let's say in one of the 10 spots because he has to, then who else is there to kind of cover? And that's always going to be a thing. I know we're going to aim for Adam Wharton next summer. That's obvious. I think that's bait. He's going to be a Man United player, in my opinion. But this season, there's got to be an 8 out there that you can go spend 25, 30 million on and say, you know what? We believe you're going to be that mold that can drive us forward for the season. And I know a lot of you say Sekou Kone, but I see a lot of talent there, but they're looking to put him out on loan. So I can't exactly say, oh God, why are you not doing this? Blah. The reality is he's been put out for loan and we're not having him next season. It might be beneficial to his development. If we have like an Adam Wharton and a Kone for next year as options, as 6s / maybe 8, because Wharton can play the 8 as well. And I think Kone can as well. I've seen him go up. I've seen him score a few bangers in the academy. It's a good pivot to have. It's a great, actually, potential-wise, it's a great pivot to have. But moving forward, that's it. It's the moving forward part. If anyone wants to join a Discord active, but before we go on as well, literally right here's the Never a Foul Discord. You understand a little bit more as well. Blah, 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 blah. But the link's right there. Just click on it. And then it will give you all the instructions if you like talking with others about football. So don't worry. That 17-year-old from Lille, I don't know who that is personally. Which one? There's quite a few. There's quite a few youngsters in the French league. I think all of us would love to have, but we can't. Actually, how about you? City's got one as well called Juma Bar. I don't think he's 17, but he's a top centre back in the Ligue 1. Oh, that Bouadi. What's his name? Bouadi? Does he not play for? You talk about Ayoub, innit? That Ayoub guy. Is he that good? He's He's French Moroccan, isn't he? Alex Baena instead of another striker is one of the 10 options. No, I'm not. I think Baena's. You know what? Baena is actually quite good. I just don't think he suits the Prem. I'm gonna be honest. For me, Baena suits like an Aston Villa. And I feel like you lot would think the same if you watch him. He seems like an Aston Villa kind of player. I want to get linked with more midfielders though. It would be nice. It would be nice, but I can't see us going over to the French league getting youngsters when we're looking at Chris Rigg and Hayden Hackney at the moment. I mean, don't blame him either. Keep it homegrown, right? That's the whole Ineos way at the moment. Lamine Camara seems like he's a decent player. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think we'd buy him. I don't think he's a profile that we're gonna get linked with. All right, before I was literally about to talk about this Onana stuff as well. Vlahovic. I think Vlahovic had his time. For me, Vlahovic had his time. He was good. He was good, like, when he was at Fiorentina. You know, when the upcoming talent of strike, that pull was there. Like, he looked like he was going to be an absolute gunman. He's going to have the greatest time of his life. I don't really, with the amount of wages he's on, and I heard that he's willing to take a cut as well. And I know our striker situation's a little bit left. And you know what? I'm kind of glad it's left at the moment. If we're going to get an update about the striker, let it be serious, please. Not the same regurgitated news over and over and over. But Vlahovic is the latest one, and I don't see that happening wages-wise. And also, I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's that good. He hasn't hit the heights at Juventus. I don't really see him hitting the heights in the Premier League either. I wouldn't take a chance on that. I think it's too risky. I mean, if they're asking It depends how much they're asking. How about this? If Juventus were to say, you know what, we'll give you him for like 15, like 20, let's just say 20 million or 25 million. I think it might be worth the punt. That's when I'll be like, you know what? Okay. But he's got to go down. His wage got to get cut in half. He's not that great. His link up is not good at all. You know, he's when it comes to his agility, I'm not his biggest fan. You know, he's quite strong, to be fair. He's a good at the moment with the strikers that are available. He's a good striker. That's it. He's not awful, but you wouldn't need to bring in a Kolo Muani if your actual striker wasn't struggling. Has anyone ever thought about Kolo Muani, maybe? Yeah, he's a technical Hoyland. And calling someone a technical Hoyland is not exactly a compliment, is it? Because Hoyland, even with technique, is still crap. Anyways, let's move on. Onana news. You might have seen this on, you might have heard this on Alice's channel. So let me rephrase this for you lot. So I've got a little thing for this, because wasn't it not yesterday that Romano said, I'm gonna get the quote up. I'm 100% getting the quote up. Because Samuel Locker has come out with this as well, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna listen to this. Wait, what's this? Right. I'm pretty sure Romano rubbished this whole Monaco and Onana. Fabrizio Romano said Monaco are looking for a keeper, but they're not in talks to sign Andre Onana from Manchester United. No approach for the deal yet. So he didn't actually say. He said no negotiations or contacts ongoing between Monaco and Andre Onana. And then it comes out today from Paul Hurst that, and I don't know how credible this is. Monaco have approached Andre Onana's representatives over a potential move to Ligue 1, but the Cameroonian goalkeeper is minded to stay and fight for his place at Manchester United. It is understood that Monaco asked Onana's camp to be kept updated on his situation and that no formal bid has been lodged. What do you mean? When does a man never get the message? How can he not get the hint and the message? I'm actually bewildered how that's even a thing. I swear on my life. Because I don't know how credible Paul Hurst is, right? And you lot are gonna have to like let me know, right, what your thoughts are on this. But the way I'm looking at it is, you got dropped against Aston Villa at the last game. The last game, you was not trusted to be in the sticks. Yet you can, and again, we had this last summer about maybe a loss of faith and loss of faith on Onana as well. And it came out in January. It's like, you want to keep fighting for your place. What do you mean you want to keep fighting for your place? You are rubbish. Rubbish. Get the hint. And I get it. Status at United is a big thing. Status is huge. It's huge. It does wonders for your socials. I hear it. I love that for you. But every time we go to rely on this man to do something, he has, don't get me wrong, he has 3 good games. Let's say 2-3 good games. And then instantaneously, the next 5 games, he's got about 6-7 big mistakes in him. I don't understand. It's not forced. He's just not good. He's not good. He cost us in the final, by the way, with that stupid save. And more so, just over the course of the season, he started off actually really well until he didn't. So that's what I don't understand. My understanding is, why are you not going to look for a new club? And my only answer is that United have not actually told him to leave yet, or they're keeping it under wraps. One of the two. Because if they upset their goalkeeper going into the start of the season, it's not going to bode well, is it? It's like they're trying to play their cards as correct as possible. I don't know why you lot like Verbruggen so much. Verbruggen's also a bozo. Yeah, I don't care what you lot tell me. Verbruggen is a bozo. Yeah, I've seen, this guy's got bad moments in him. I've seen enough of Verbruggen, yeah? Go get someone else. I don't even mind Martínez. The fact that I see some United fans, forcing this weird, agenda on Emi Martinez is, I don't get it. Why do I keep... He's a good goalkeeper. He's better than what we got. And if we can get him for 25 million, we're not going to pay 40 million for Emi Martinez, a 33-year-old. We are 100% not doing that. But if you can go and get for 25 million, right now that's available, because it looks like Vanya is going to Napoli potentially. Chevalier is 40 million. yeah, and he looks like he might be going to Villa. I'm not saying right now, for me anyways, Emi Martinez, for what's available for the price that we can probably get him at, go for it. Go for it. I'm not against it. He didn't have a great season last year, but if he stays on wages that he's in and around right now, like as in, I don't know, what he's in 150, if he can stay on about that, and you know what, take a 3-year deal, because you know what, he's going to be a goal. He's the one thing he has is experience in around good camps. We don't have shit houses at this club. We don't have leaders at this club. Yeah, and nobody's that. He doesn't. I know he's a bit of a. Sometimes he can be a bit of an idiot. But I remember watching some Aston Villa videos and whatnot, and they all talk about how Emi Martinez is so important for the dressing room. So when it comes off the pitch, you know, his team is like his troops. There is there is colleagues more than that. You know, I like that about him. You know, as much as there's a deep history of Argentina, don't get me wrong. We can talk about that for days. Trust me, I can. But we need leaders. We need people that knows how to win as well. He's been in a high pressure moment, in the World Cup final and in the World Cup in general. I like that. You know, last time we signed someone near enough as old as that was obviously Edwin van der Sar. I don't remember the outrage for that. And I remember, 2005? I was talking about it with Rents. And he was nothing. He pretty much cost nothing. If he can literally lead us for the next 2 to 3 years whilst we go and actually do it correctly, like we did for De Gea, a little touch, go get another goalkeeper, let someone else take the reins. My issue with buying with De Gea is he probably should have been integrated with someone that's already a senior goalkeeper, but we need someone to take over that role eventually. You know, go get Lamens over from Belgium at the moment. He seems to be one of the new names on the everyone's list at the moment of young upcoming goalies. I don't know anything about him. I just saw a compilation saying, you know what, you'll do. You look good. You look good over there. But yeah, but let's be real. Martinez is not going to cost us 40 million. We will not get him. Diogo Costa is a super bozo. He is the white version of Onana. He's the white version or tan version. Whatever. I'm not a fan of Costa. I like I like the way he saves penalties, but everything else, no. Not for me. Absolutely not. No. He's rubbish, man. He's not a goalkeeper. So obsessed with what they can do with their feet rather than what they can do with their hands. Save the damn ball. And one thing I like about Martinez, which would be crucial when it comes to that kind of moment as well, is saving penalties. You need a goalkeeper that can save penalties, man. They can save you points. Costa is not a great goalie. What are you on about? You actually think Diogo Costa is a good goalie? What? Because he's got a high rating on FIFA or something? Yeah, get out of it, man. Get out of it. He's not a good goalkeeper. He's an average goalie, man. He's an average goalie with hella PR. We're not getting Donnarumma either. But I'm going to say now on my channel that I don't mind saying is I like Emi Martinez. Whether you look like it or not, the hate is so forced on this man. So forced. I don't see how I just don't see how you lot don't like him. Get the hair back. You know what? How about this, Wolfie? I agree. What's that? Would you take Sells? Yeah, I would take Sells. Sells has proven he's a good keeper, at least. You know what? He's been part of a bit of a defensive unit, but he saved you lot this year. Martinez let 45 goals and but I'm not gonna lie. Is it really all down to Martinez though? When you think about it, Aston Villa has had a makeshift back four all season. At one point, what is it? Who did they have the back? Did they have to bring in what's it called? They literally missing Pau Torres at one point. Tyrone Mings had to come back from a situation. There's loads of different situations going on for what's it called, Aston Villa's back line. One sec, I've got to upload this as well. They use Digne at centre back for some game. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie though. Look, as much as this might be PR sounding for Emi Martinez and why are you backing him? Blah blah blah. Look, I understand Aston Villa a little bit, but again, for me, is he has, for his standard, he didn't have the greatest of seasons. He could have been a lot better, and he did give a bit of a, a bit of a moment. A bit of a moment. Let's just say that. Anyways, let's get into this Bumo stuff. See, I didn't know this. I didn't know this until I asked about it as well, yeah. I saw this. So from Samuel Luckhurst, and I don't look at Luckhurst as an credible journal, so I'm going to put that out there now, right? It says, Man United's priority now. So all of a sudden, people, all of a sudden, the man that we're trying to get in, now he's the priority. Not nobody else. It's a priority now, yeah? Hold on. This is why it don't make no sense. The looming deadline of June the 30th, the end of the financial year, and the rejection of United's open offer to 55 million for Mbeumo has caused activity to slow down. So let's break this down. The looming deadline of June the 30th, yeah, and the rejection of the first bid, which was over 2 weeks ago, has caused activity to slow down, because all we've been told is that United's first bid was just an initial bid to get a feeling of what, basically an open negotiation. But now it's caused it to slow down because we got rejected. And because it's the June the 30th, it's going to slow down. Should that not mean you need to hurry the fuck up? How does that? Samuel Luckhurst is such a shit journalist, bro. He's so shit. And so is Graham Bailey as well, yeah. Graham Bailey is fucking arse and cheeks. Arse and cheeks, yeah. I don't know anything that this man's got right. Actually, I don't even know how this man has a career in sports journalism. How about that? Yeah. Look, for me, Mbeumo's just going to have to happen when it happens. Now, there was already reports before. It's boring. This whole Mbeumo stuff is so boring, right? It's the same, again, reiterating news that we heard yesterday, the day before, and the day before that. It's fucking shit. Yeah, let's just get this plain and simple. It's rubbish. Yeah, but for me, it's United can't move. I said it. Yeah, I wasn't yesterday because I wasn't on here, but the other day I said it. Let's be real. Brentford are taking United for every penny they can pinch, and that's fairs. It's a difficult team to deal with. Same way it might be like Brighton, right? It's already been quoted about that as well. And Bumo will come. He will come. But it's like United can't move on to any other targets, period, until players get shifted. AKA your Onanas, AKA your Sancho. And I saw with Demarcio, yeah, that Sancho is given priority or something like that to Napoli, and there's been some sort of agreement with them. I'm thinking, what agreement's going on over there? I don't understand it, because I thought it was a wage problem. Does Napoli only want a loan deal? From what I was seeing anyways, they want a loan deal for Sancho. How can we have a loan deal for Sancho? Do you understand? If Sancho comes again, he's got 1 year left. If you loan him, you can't, I swear his contract gets extended by another year. You can't loan someone and then let them go for free. I don't think it works like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the way it works? So again, I don't understand that. Until there's like an obligation to buy it or something, I don't know. But maybe that could be the situation with that. Sancho and the Juventus, I don't know. Again, Juventus are linked with so many different players. Italian media is so confusing. Apparently, they want every Tom, Dick, and Harry to go to their clubs, and it's like, well, they don't even end up with any of those players. They end up with, I don't know. And what's his name? Was it his name? Enjoy from the Swiss guy. I swear they're getting him. I don't understand it. It's like, are you going or are you not? Are you willing to take a pay cut or are you not? Because no one's going to pay you your wages. So what is it? I don't understand Sancho. He pisses me off. Guys about his money, though, is what it is. And same thing with Antony. It's like he's given... So Como, I saw that Como approached Antony and want to buy him and go from there, blah, 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 blah. Cesc Fabregas, I think he's still in charge, would like him. And I see other clubs wanting Antony from Italy as well. But even with Antony, it's like he's given Raul Batista priority. But Batista offering absolute dog shit. I mean, United need to get 32.5 or 8 million to balance the books. So if you're going to balance the books, then surely we get the 32 million. Because what's the point? You're going to get a loan deal, what? Because you had a good feeling that he scored a few goals for you. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? Antony, you'll be told where you're going, mate. Because if they don't put up the money, then what's the point of dealing with Real Betis? You either put up like 20 to 25 million now. You've got money for Cardoso, so you can give us that money, done. And then you can go give us like, I don't know, what, 12 million in add-ons. Hurry up. Hurry up. It's just dumb. It's the same recycled shit. This is why I didn't go live yesterday. Because I just couldn't be bothered. I looked at the news, I thought, oh, I could go live. Should I go live? No. This heat is pissing me off as well. But yeah, I don't know. The whole United and selling, I don't think any of our players, by the way, because of this whole financial year for football, I don't think no one gets sold until after June 30th. That's it. Anyways, people, I haven't asked all show. Please smash the likes. We are 12 likes off of 200. So if you can smash those likes, then we're off to a great start. If you can subscribe, even better. I'm going to be live again tonight at like 11. I'm going to make sure there's enough news so we can actually talk. This is going to get redirected. Don't go anywhere. But this is going to get redirected to Never a Foul. So Arteta's bold army, if you want that question answered, it'll go over to Never a Foul. Me and Monts now are going to go live and we're going to talk about how Chelsea got slapped by Flamengo and more. And probably some more Man United stuff as well. On top of Arsenal. I saw Joel Hater as well and Kudu. We'll see about that one. Anyways, like the video on the way out. Much appreciated everyone here. 40 minutes went by quite quick. And yeah, that's that. So time for agendas.